to be free here and abroad. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29. 2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Throwing Jones. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that's going to be incomplete. But man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's fourth down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. First down. Here's Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Now Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot behind the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On third down, Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
To throw on second and 6, Burrow. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Here we go now on first and goal. Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals. So good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. They run again with Harris. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Here's Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. They needed 4, he doubled that. He wound up getting 8. The Bengals had 8-1 on the year, and they come in off a loss, which snapped that impressive 8-game winning streak.
Well, you'll never be able to get a team to admit that a loss is a good thing. It's never in any team's DNA. But sometimes it relieves a little bit of the pressure, and now they can start fresh.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Now on 2nd and 13, Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield. And that'll go to cancel out.
Balls and illegal blocks in the back, but both of them go a long way towards wiping out nice returns.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Harris running straight ahead, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now here's another carry for Harris. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Jones on 3rd down. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now Burrow on 1st down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Marcus Jones. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
On 2, ready?
After the sack on 1st down, Burrow. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Matt Judon. That is now 2 sacks for him here. First half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 18. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. A short kick taken at the 18. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow on 3rd down. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
11-90.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 38, Burrow. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Burrow looking to pass. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain an 11-point spread.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And they're going to get this up to midfield. In 3. Burrow on play action. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to...
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1, right?
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Burrow will throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. Boy, nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 17-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 50 yards on the ground for him so far.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Now it's Burrow. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
This is intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
11.
Now Burrow. Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Patriots are right back in this football game.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for Bengals TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now a first down carry for Harris. On the move past the 40. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. first down, and they go back to Harris. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
11.
They're trying to eat some clock with Mixon. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Again, it's Mixon. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statistician. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bengals, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll hit the road next.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got